it's Riley. It's day 26 of recovery from phalloplasty, and I want to do a little topic video here for you all today. So I just want to kind of give you some tips for pre-surgery, or if you aren't looking into like phalloplasty at all and you're looking for items that you want to pack and use like an STP or just packing, or a 3-in-1 option, kind of what I know and what I use prior to phalloplasty, but also for those who maybe are looking into phalloplasty, giving you some suggestions on just some websites and places that you can do some research with. So prior to my phalloplasty, I did use a lot of STPs, packers, and stuff over the years, but really at the end of it, I really didn't end up packing a whole lot, only in the last year and a half, and I'll get to that. So at the beginning of my transition, I did try Mr. Limpy products. They're actually one of my favorite ones out of the packing ones that I did use, but I also used Peacock Prosthetics and a couple other ones that I really don't remember. But the Peacock Prosthetic one I liked in some ways because it was an STP, but also it was a little bit hard to use. I found that when I was trying to pack with it, it just rubbed on everything. It just was chafing. I always could tell when I was wearing it, was very uncomfortable, and actually caused me more dysphoria than not. So I just ended up giving it to someone else who you know, I'm sure, I don't even know if they still have it, but I was grateful that they could use it, because for me it just caused me more dysphoria than it was really worth. So, you know, there's also other places that I know that do STPs or prosthetics or packers, and what I will suggest is just go online onto Google and Google search FTM packers or FTM prosthetics. There is, like I said, a lot of places, so you'll find a lot of different companies, but just make sure to do the research on the company. And also, depending on what you're looking for, there is a lot of options, price ranges, and stuff out there like that. So if there's anybody else who has any suggestions for any of those companies or know of them, please feel free to put them in the comments. But then also for underwear, there is a lot of companies out there, but one of my absolute 100% favorites for packing underwear is actually called My Pack Strap, and they are 100% amazing. I will stand behind them literally forever, because, you know, they were the product that I used up until the day of my surgery, and it literally is so simple, but it literally is just amazing. And so if you haven't heard of them or don't know of them or looking for packing underwear, go check them out. I'll have that link in the description down below. But I just absolutely love their product, and yeah, like I used it in the last year and a half, and just, yeah, absolutely amazing. So again, like there is a lot of other companies out there. I know even you can find sometimes through Amazon, but if you do end up Google searching packing underwear for like trans mass people, there's lots of them. So again, do your research, and if anyone has any suggestions on ones they like, again, put them in the comments. But to move on from that, with phalloplasty, there is also a lot of resources out there. The best resources I found were, one, just Google search, as I've mentioned. Two, you know, was looking at other people's YouTube videos or Instagram, like, you know, posts and stuff like that, and reaching out to people that I knew that were getting phalloplasty or had phalloplasty in general. So it was just getting, you know, from firsthand from people who had that experience. And then there's also a lot of Facebook groups that, again, include a lot of like people that are looking into phalloplasty, had it, or have been recovered for a period of time. So it was just being a part of those groups and just having the information, again, firsthand. But lastly would be, you know, watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. So it was just finding the resources where I could, just doing also the research myself, and even if it was finding other surgeons or other places that, you know, had phalloplasty, it was just also just great to like kind of like see just different things and know different ways that people are doing phalloplasty, and just finding, you know, resources, even if it wasn't with my surgeon, just, you know, trying to find as much information as I could around phalloplasty, because, you know, for me, it was like, you know what, I'd rather know more information than not know enough. And even then, like, I still didn't know everything, and that it was included in phalloplasty. As a, you know, example, I talked about like my complications I didn't know that I was going to get, but ended up getting. So yeah, it's just, you know, I think those are just the things that I would suggest and could give tips on with prior to phalloplasty, or maybe someone who doesn't want phalloplasty and is looking for options for packing and stuff. But then for those who are looking into it, some places that you could do some research. But anyways, yeah, hopefully this helped you all. And lastly, if you would like to follow me on my other platforms, there's going to be a link tree in my description down below. Go click that. It also gives you the option for my Amazon wish list and a tip option if you would like to help me throughout this recovery. I would really appreciate that. But also, please feel free to follow me on other platforms as well, as that will give you access to all my other social medias, as I do like to post on different platforms depending on the restrictions. I've been posting stuff about my arm, my leg, and even actually including my phallus on certain platforms because, you know, I want to make sure I document as much of my recovery as possible. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any more topics or suggestions or anything like that, always feel free to put them down in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching, and bye for now.